Hello YouTube, this is Multi-Holsters coming to you with yet another video. My website is www.multiholsters.com. My email address, if you want to drop me a line if you have any questions, is multiholsters@yahoo.com. And I wanted to come to you today with a somewhat quick video on a very popular handgun, pocket gun, backup gun. It is the BodyGuard 380 chambered in 380 ACP. And first off, wanted to let you know that weapon is clear, magazine is empty, and it is safe. So, one of the things I've been hearing a lot is there's a lot of people that are having trouble finding holsters for this weapon. It's kind of a difficult weapon to make a holster for, a difficult holster to make. And the reason being is because of the integrated laser, which is probably one of the biggest features on this weapon. And problem being is the location of it, first off, the size of it being right in front of the trigger guard. In order to properly get this gun unholstered, it obviously has to actually drag past a majority of the holster, past the trigger guard and everything. And a lot of times that's where holster makers make most of their contact with the weapon, and the retention is in the trigger guard. So you got to resort to different areas in order to make the holster work, have correct retention. And one of the bigger things is make sure that the activation switch isn't accidentally tripped while it goes in or out of the holster, in order for the laser to be turned on when it's not meant to be turned on. So what I basically did was took a inert blue gun, training gun, and mocked it up with a bunch of pieces of wood and tape, and that's why it kind of looks a little funky. But basically you can see I'm trying to fur out the frame of the gun to make channels that go inside of the holster, so when you withdraw or reholster the weapon, it's not going to trip that activation switch for the laser. And basically I want to come to you with a couple of different holsters that I make, and I think I pretty much perfected the mold gun, and I used the real gun to do testing and make sure that everything works. But basically this is an inside the pant holster. It's a left-handed holster. It's my personal holster, and if you can kind of see in the light, there's this channel that is actually pushed away from the holster. It's kind of hard to see on this side because of the clip, but the nice thing about Kydex is you can form the Kydex around that, push it out so it does work. On leather, you're not going to be so lucky, because obviously the leather presses against the gun and holds it in by friction. So this is a very good retention, upside down shake test. Works very well. The activation switch does not come in contact with the inside part of the holster. A little bit about the holster. The body that I make the holsters out of is .08. The clip is .125, so it's a little bit thicker. It's held down with a couple of 4140 steel screws mechanically fastened to the body of the holster. Basically it's got what I call the fold over clip. It has a couple of routed out notches, so you can actually pick up on that, put it over the pants, over the belt, and it could be, that is an inside the waistband method of carrying. A lot of times people ask me about having it concealed deeper inside the pants. I do have a deep concealment and what I call a high ride. This is more of a high ride. It has a little bit of the trigger guard exposed. It sits a little bit higher, and I personally like that so I can get my hand on that butt of the gun and take the weapon out. Some people want this sitting a little bit deeper inside the pants, so I take this clip and I actually raise this up just a little bit, and it's for a little bit deeper concealment. But it's all on the website if you desire that method of carrying. So that is the inside the waistband. Next one, incredibly popular out of just about all the holsters that I make for the BodyGuard, and out of all the holsters that I make, I'd say about 40% are for the BodyGuard, which tells me there's not a whole lot of people out there making holsters, probably either because they're having some issues with the laser getting hung up, and it's just, quite honestly, it's a difficult holster to make. This holster here is for a right-handed pocket, and basically I try to keep it flat on the face of it so it does not print. It is contoured, you can see that, to follow the shape of the body, the natural curvature of the body. It's held together with a couple of eyelets. It's cinched at the bottom to keep dust and debris out, and once again I have these channels, you can kind of see that in the light, in order to make it. And it does have a little bit of retention. On pocket holsters, you don't need that much retention. You don't want a lot of retention because you don't want it to get hung up in the pocket. Heaven forbid you need to withdraw it. But that's the pocket holster for the BodyGuard 380. Of course, I also make outside the waistband holsters, which are kind of like a pancake style. I also make hybrid holsters. Just wanted to bring that out and show you I do make several different types. But that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to let you know that I am making quite a few holsters for the BodyGuard. I am going to try to make them and stock them. I have so many people giving me orders that I should probably keep some of these in stock, especially the pockets. But I just wanted to come to you and let you know that I think I have one of the best holsters using one of the best products, which is Kydex, in order to keep that laser away from the holster. But I think I've got one of the best designs out there. Hopefully you think too. If you do, check me out at www.multiholsters.com. I do have my order in there on the website. You can order different colors, different handing. If you're going to go with inside the waistband or outside the waistband, different size belts, that kind of thing. It's all on the website. So please check me out, www.multiholsters.com, or my email if you have any questions. It's multiholsters@yahoo.com. Thanks for watching. Hope to talk to you soon.